Hello, and welcome to episode 9 of my series where I am turning my island of Blep into a library themed island. This is episode 9, and what I've been doing in each episode is taking a section of my island and creating different subjects and different themes. To do that, I've used different villager homes to reflect different subjects and different themes. So each villager is kind of in charge of their own subject in my library themed island. So right now we are outside Sprinkle's house, and she is my resident Peppy at the moment. If she wants to leave, I think she can leave. I'd like to have a different Peppy. I don't know which, but there are quite a few that I like. So I've had Sprinkle for a while now, so I'd be okay if she left. There are a few villagers that I want to keep in the longer term, and some I'm happy for them to kind of come and go. The important thing for me is having all the different personality types on the island. So anyways, I've got full pockets, so let's start this build. So for Sprinkles, I decided to go for a music theme, and it's probably not the biggest area, but I'm going to try to squeeze a few things in that I think would be fun for a music-themed library build. Now, the thing about music and libraries is that libraries are typically meant to be quiet, and music is typically not quiet, right? So I have to think about how I work around that, or if that's an issue or not. So we'll just see how that part goes. Anyways, I've recreated this area. This used to be less of a pronounced peninsula. I did almost make this into just like a little island with the river kind of surrounding it, but I did actually want Sprinkle to have a way to leave her house and wander around the island itself. So I did create this little land bridge here and make this technically into a peninsula. So let's take a look at the pockets and see what we got. So I had been umming and ahhing about this chalkboard that I've had in my inventory for a while, and I'm finally able to use it. So I'm very excited about that. I set it to the music setting, so hopefully that'll be good. But let me just get out the storage shed. Let me put that somewhere nearby. Let's stick that here for now. And then I can take stuff out and put stuff away as needed. So because this is a library-themed island, I'm going to stick a big bookshelf back here. I think that would be good. So that there is actually some reading material to start things off with. And then, I don't have huge amounts of space, and I want her to walk around here, but I do want to add maybe a little something else. I just don't know what yet. I have a couple of crescent moon chairs and sofas and things. So I'll just have to think about that for a minute. If there's anything that I want to add, I might do a little bit of terraforming to make room for something. So we'll just see how it goes. Anywho, now where did I put it? I had the gaming desk because there is a music setting to that. There's like a recording studio setting. And so I was thinking about setting something like that up, because that involves, if you can see it, let me turn this around if I can. Yep, that has a little pair of headphones and a mic there. So, she could technically work on music and maintain some peace and quiet in the surroundings. So I kind of thought that might be a good idea. Where to put it, I don't know. Let's maybe see if it fits somewhere around here. She can sit by the river near the peach tree and work on her music. Okay, let's see how that works. And then I don't have the gaming chair in storage, so this diner chair is probably gonna have to do. But that's fine. That'll work because you can just, there you go, sit on and off, get on and off quite easily. And then what I could do is also get this record box nearby. I do have a record player in storage, so it might make sense to bring that out at some point. So let's just think about what we have here. I do have a box sofa and a box corner sofa, just for like a little area to chill. I also have the karaoke system, which again, kind of noisy, so maybe that won't quite work out. But that's okay. Let's also, while we're here, let's put out the simple table. There we go. And there's still room to move around here, so that's good. And then we can put a few things on here. I just have to figure out what. So maybe some more professional headphones, I'm not quite sure. Definitely let's stick a magazine on here because there is one with a music customization, so I thought that would be really cool. I'm just not quite sure what to put on this side just yet, so we'll leave that be for now and maybe get back to that. What I could also do, actually, is take that out and add a custom design. Just right here. And then let's get something out. The end table might be nice. I'll stick this pan flute out there. I have another pocketbook. I need to get a pocket magazine from Brad at some point, because that I think does have a music setting to it. Anyways, for now, where did it go? If we stick that there, that's not quite gonna work. I have very little room to maneuver here, but I do kind of want to make a little cozy area. Okay, cool. Yeah, there we go. There's still room to walk around. Okay, and then it's just a case of figuring out like what do I put on here. So I did get this tablet device, and I've set that to a musical pattern. So I could just have that like that. That could work. And then let's set up this chalkboard. Okay, you know what? I'm flexible. I can change things up a little bit. Add maybe just a little bit more room. Oh, that was unexpected. I didn't expect to like create an island or whatever. That's kind of weird. Right, now we do want this to look a little bit natural. So let's see what we can do. Okay. I don't want to end up back where I started. Okay, that gives me a little bit more room. And let's go into custom designs. And add some of these stones here too. Stones look very pretty. I downloaded them from the custom portal. I do not have any design skills to speak of, so I am very grateful for the many talented people out there who share their wonderful designs. So, yeah, that looks good. Okay, great. Let's get out of construction mode for now. Okay, great. Okay, I think that gives me a little bit extra space, so let's see if that's helped or made it more complicated. Oh, you know what? I want to put it here. Okay. And then, I also have this music stand, which I thought would be kind of cool. I do have the cute sofa. I've got the pan flute, but again, I'm not sure I actually want to add instruments to this particular build. I do want to add a few more book-related items more than anything, so let's consider that. I might need another side table or two. Okay, let's see what we got. I also have one of these wooden block shelves, which might be helpful as well. Yeah, let's bring out that. Okay, let's see what we can do with that. What I also might do is move some of these flowers too. I wanted to have a few flowers just for like a little bit of nature, a little bit of color. I thought that would be rather nice. So let's see if we can just make use of these custom designs real quick and just expand that a bit. Okay. Now let's move down here. Alright, cool. That gives us a little bit of extra room there. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering what to do with this little area back here, if I should do something with that or not. But for now, let's just focus on this. So what I'm thinking here then is I do have the large magazine rack, but I am thinking maybe this bookshelf here. And then thinking of moving that actually over here. Yeah, for some books and then something more interactive that again can connect with the notes that you're learning on the chalkboard there. And then what we could do, yeah, I'm just going to expand the land a little bit more. So let's, oh, no, not the cliff. There we go, the water escaping. Awesome. No, I want to expand, not diminish. Okay. Alright, cool. Okay. And... oh, not quite. I was so close. I was so close to doing what I wanted. It's all about being in that exact right area to get to where you want to be. Okay, I think this is yeah. Because what I would like is just have a little end table here. There you go. Maybe the pocketbook. Maybe the magazine. I'm not quite sure yet, but that's fine. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do either. That's okay though, because I can expand this a little bit more. I don't know if that's quite what I wanted to do though. Oh goodness, okay. Okay, and then okay, great. I think that's cool. Okay, we can add a little something back here. I just don't know what yet, but that's fine. We'll figure that out. Maybe the large magazine rack? I don't know. I don't know if that's really going to work back there. Oh, it might. Hold on. I'm having a thought. I wonder. Now, where did it go? Oh, darn. Okay. I'm gonna try to make this work. think that would be cool to have it back there. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're still in design mode, so that's fine. Oh, it's not quite what I wanted. Okay, let's is that still, oh, that's still, you can still go through there. So moving it up is actually okay. So that's great. Okay. And then, that's not quite what I wanted. Okay to do. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, then we can extend this and get a little sofa or something back here. Thinking the cute sofa, or maybe the crescent moon chair. Maybe that would be really pretty. Would the blue work though? Does that work with the different colors? I have a little bit of blues up there. The other one that I have is a purple one. I kind of like the purple. Maybe it's the evening lighting. I don't know. But the purple's doing it for me right now. So let's do that. Yeah. And then, where did that metal and wood table go? I still want a little side table here. Yeah, maybe just have that on the side. Okay, yeah, I like that. Cool. Okay, so we're getting there. And then I just have to put a couple of items on here. I'm just thinking about what. And I have the book stands, but I'm kind of wondering if I should get like piles of books or something. I kind of like that that somewhat messy kind of look, you know, where you just have stacks of books. Like, it just feels more active. So maybe that stack of books in a pile, I can maybe change that. The strapped books. You can set the magazine racks on top of something, so that's maybe something to consider. Or, I had another thought, and I'm looking in the wrong place. I could get this tape recorder, and then I've also got I've got some extra headphones as well. So this could be, again, another like recording area, or an area that's you're listening to headphones, so you are listening to music in a quieter way. something like that. I think that could work too. I need to find where the nearest place is to customize. I think it's all the way back here. I have a few work tables scattered around my island here and there. Okay, so let's customize. Well, let's see if we can customize what I want to customize. Okay, stack of books. None of them are... yeah, none of them are really music themed, are they? I don't know how much that matters. I just noticed that one of the books, I think it says something like X-File. The second from the bottom. That's kind of funny. So yeah, I don't know. But maybe the reference books like could be in terms of like technical books of like, you know, music recording or digital music or something like that. We could think of it that way. It might work. Okay, great. We'll just do that. Oh my gosh, Ione, you are so cute. Oh, she's learning about the music. Oh, wonderful. That's great. What was I doing? Oh, right. The stack of books. So we can put that up here. Yes, I like that. Okay, great. I like that a lot. And then what I can also do is I can just plant these. And I might just place the pan flute up top on the records. I don't know if that really works, but I feel like I have to have some sort of musical instrument, you know, involved. Even though it is a library, so it is largely, I guess you could say, book-based. I could put the strapped books on there instead. Thinking about it, that might make more sense. But I also think that libraries nowadays are pretty multimedia anyways. So, you know, we can really get creative with this idea. That was not what I wanted. Strap books. And then the music stand would be nice, but I just don't know where I would put it at this point. I kind of like how things are. It doesn't look too cluttered, and I don't want things to be too cluttered. So that might not work, and that's okay. Sure about that one. You know what I could do? If I move these flowers. And I plant them here. And then I add... Oh, wait. Get it eventually. There we go. That right there. Then there we go. That can kind of serve as like an entrance, almost like an entrance sign or something. Okay, I think that works. I think that's nice. And I think that about covers it. I think that pretty much wraps it up for now. As I've said before in previous builds, you know, I can always come back and kind of rearrange things or add things if inspiration strikes me later on to do so. But I think what we have here is a pretty good setup overall. I'm pretty happy with that. Let me just get out of design mode. Okay, great. So yeah, let's just do a quick little walkthrough. So this is more references, texts, books, that sort of thing. This is more reading music, I guess you could say, learning about how to write music. You got magazines, but the other thing about this magazine rack is that it also kind of looks like it maybe is storing albums or records or something. So you can kind of let your imagination, you know, run wild with that. And then again, just another nice little place to sit. This is a little bit too close to the other bit of land over there, so I might do some more terraforming on the other side there, just to create a little bit more of a river space. But that's okay, I can do that later on. And then over here, again, you're kind of learning through a digital workspace about maybe the music recording and editing process. In using different forms of technology. So yeah, I really like how it turned out, and hopefully Sprinkle likes it, but it's great to see that Ione really likes it. I'm very happy about that. So to wrap this up, let's chat with Ione. Sweet wishes, nice to see you. What's the latest? I'm about midway through Polo Shirt Collar Poppers. It's such a great book. It sounds like an exciting book. Okay, that's great. Well, on that note, hopefully this has provided some inspiration for your builds, especially if you're thinking of doing like a library build or a library theme for your island, like I've been doing. So I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.